that you're defining things out, you're building it out, you're putting the structure. Article 5 on that page is how to resolve the structure, revolve the debates or discussions. I like that. Power. The National People Congress have the power to vote out any members if they abuse power. So wow, so you even have a way to do like votes of no confidence and stuff. Again, you and your term limits, 5-year term limits for the Congress members. That's wise. The people will have the right to represent by the room. Sorry, everyone. I am very much reading over these different articles from Zyron. So I know it's extremely exciting on stream right now with me standing in the stairwell. So why does it jump from Article 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it goes after the people of the VDPR will have the right to be represented by other people's Congress, and it goes right to 8, Article 8 underlined. The Politburo Standing Committee has the power to enact emergency powers in case of National People's Congress votes on it. Yeah, no worries. Wasn't sure if you're still working on Article 7. Like, you knew that, like, that's what your final article, Article 8, like, boom, that was going to be the final one to wrap that one up. And then you were still, I wasn't sure if you're still coming up with or formalizing the final ideas for Article 7 before it's like, boom, in case of emergencies, people can do the thing. 6-year term limits, I read this one. Prohibited from any money. Yeah, like I love that Article 2 of the executive branch. The party members are prohibited from getting money from lobbyists or other corporations. That's awesome. I like that one. Term limits and that one I'm a big fan of. Good work. This stuff is not super fast. This is stuff you have to think about when you're coming up and you're trying to be like, well, how do you want to craft this? So that's good. Good job. Have you seen the statues fight yet? Well, almost on cue. Almost on cue. That was eerie. I couldn't have planned that if I meant to. You tried... Can you? Wait, can you repair it? Oh, I don't even know where they were in here. I never thought about trying to repair it.
Repairer.
No, I don't have any other questions for you right now. I'm enjoying seeing your progress on this. So, like, as you keep building this out and doing more, you know, please continue to show me. I am legitimately interested in hearing more about this story and this other alternate reality that you're building, because I think it's interesting. And I love watching and seeing people's creative process of how they're coming up with stuff.
I don't know why you don't just get a snitch from inside.
Because I told you, I can transfigure one. I've seen her do it, it's true. Soon get us a snitch. Non-verbal spells are very difficult.
And risky. You could never do one.
Is there anything else I should ask, Zyron? Is there anything else that you would like to share? Or anything else that you're working on? Why aren't there holes for where the gate goes? Where am I going? Why am I... let's just go to the Hogsmeade. Lobbying politicians, they could face large fines. Yeah, man, talk about, like, what, are you watching what the world's current political, like, issues? I mean, like,
all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
you know what would fix this? Yeah, corporations less involved. Yeah. It's harsh, but I'm a believer that if you really don't want something, you should have it inflict potentially significant pain to discourage behavior you don't want.
Here.
That doesn't always work. Sometimes you have to.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil.
Oh, that's
I've
true.
been thinking
You're right.
about
I'm
these
sorry.
poor
It
dragons
is.
in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver.
It was
I
your.
think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp.
It was your history
I've never known
and stuff that you were
poachers to use
talking to me
anything
about
like
that I
that
was
before.
confusing
The
with the rest of
dragon
the
that
story. I'm
attacked
sorry
my
about
carriage
that.
was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And
It was
if
not.
we can find her, we can return her egg.
Okay.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
It's really
I'll
not a
start
good
looking into
idea.
it right away.
That was really a bad idea.
Was something else that I wanted to discuss with you.
Oh.
I didn't want to press it before.
Uh-oh.
It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
If it's all right with you, I'd rather not say. At least not at the moment.
Understood. We all have our secrets. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Perfect. Yeah, no,
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. And I
Revelio!
never heard the rumours of your involvement.
I don't know what you're talking about, ma'am. So, okay, that's fine. Yes, so yeah, so sorry about that. I didn't mean to confuse the two together. You haven't talked to me in a long while, so you got to keep me posted so I don't forget these details. Alright, so we got the Shadow of Time. Meet Sebastian at the Catacomb. Wait, I need to go back to Hogwarts. No, don't right click. I always, when I go to move the camera around, I always right click, and whenever I do that, I always forget that it zooms back out. Learn from my mistakes. Don't right click when you move the map around.
Now.
Oh my. I'm pretty sure there's a faster way to go where I'm going. I'm working on uniforms for the forces of the VDPR, and will adopt the Persian military traditions as well. Now, what about marching techniques? Are you going to do the standard kind of traditional march? Are you going to do goose stepping? Are you going to do the ridiculously like high kicking marching, or just going to go for full standard Persian military? Use a controller? Yeah. Where is this? Where is this taking me? Oh, this wasn't in Goose step? Okay. I thought it was at the catacombs of Hogwarts.
Tell
No.
him what lies in wait
No,
for
it
me
was
in there.
not. It was here.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the
Yep.
relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be
I
interested
forget
to know
which
what else the
army
student
used like
discovered.
the
Have a
walk.
look.
It wasn't the goose step of just a standard
Unfortunately,
marching,
there's
but like
no name on
they were
it.
almost like
But I suspect if it
like
was important
hitting their
enough
like
for Slytherin
heads
to
with their
stash in
own
his
knees and
spellbook,
stuff.
it's worthy
It
of
was such
further
a
study.
interesting style of
I'm
marching.
ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
What are we about to do? Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than just I imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room, which had suffered decay amid the turn of the sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further, if only the removal of the object were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
The Germany still does Persian military, but it's very watered down, which you didn't like. Yep. I think they're trying to make it more
I'm sure that foul smell is the
useful
scent
for
of
their
success.
troops to
Try
march
not to lose
with.
your nerve just yet.
'Cause I'm not sure how does the current infantry unit or military unit compare to like those of the past with all the weights and everything they have to carry.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the
Confringo.
fleet set free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
All right.
Repulso.
Also,
Accio.
Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
yeah, and who doesn't like a little bit of loot? So if people aren't familiar with the
This
different
room is
types
taller than it
of
looks.
marching, go on YouTube and like search for like different marching styles. Okay, now where do you go?
Revelio.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Whammo.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Good. I'm glad you will. This area seems like we're going a bit too far down where we're going. Where we're going. I'm gonna go. Ooh, I'm breaking pots.
Wingardium Leviosa.
What's up this way? So, how far
Finding a
have you
chest
gotten
in the
with all of your quests?
Brilliant.
I don't know of names of videos. I'm just saying if you're not familiar with the different marching style, if you go on YouTube and just like search like marching styles, you'll see they'll have plenty of videos that are showing and depicting all the different styles of marching. Because you have like the standard kind of like what people think of marching, but then like you have other styles where they do just kind of like a high knee step, where they just kind of lift the leg up pretty high with the leg, and they're just kind of like going up and down, but instead of like kicking out, they're just like moving the legs up and down. I know I'm trying to do it with my fingers, and it's going to be really poorly depicting what I'm talking about. And you have also different types where they kind of shuffle along, but if they show the one where they're like the people are kicking and they're almost like hitting themselves in the heads, like you gotta watch it. It's hysterical. don't know if it's a legitimate march or if it's just maybe they're used for different types of
Bombarda.
ooh, like ceremonies, but they're a thing. That may have been the Indian army. Yeah, Pakistan or Indian. I think there are videos. There is a border that Pakistan and India hand off, and they do this huge like thing every day when they do the changing of the guards to kind of compete with each other. Have you ever seen how the different things that they do?
Confringo. Depulso.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Revelio. Confringo. Protego.
All this grass.
Confringo.
I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems.
Huh.
Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Depulso.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna show you any spoilers that you don't want to see, like,
Revelio.
trust me, I understand. I was pretty adamant when I first started that I didn't want people like who've already beaten the game, because when I started playing this, people had already beaten the game, and I started playing it on that weekend, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I beat the game like 2 times already." I'm like, how did you do that? They're like, "Oh, I just had time." I'm like, "Yeah." But, yeah. Oh, yeah, I wanted to show you. So, in here, I have 100% of my field guide already. 99% of exploration, I just need that, which I won't get until later in the game. Rumor requirement, I need to go and collect my babbies and kick off 3 more. Combat, I just have to do only the 4 more infamous foes. And then quests, I just... Oh, I did that one. Cool. So I got these 2 quest lines to do, and then that's it. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. My last episode was pretty much dedicated...
This is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
It was pretty much dedicated to just finishing my
Grandeur and then
exploration.
some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside. Seems odd.
Revelio.
Yeah, I'm not sure I really like Sebastian's,
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
I'm not a huge fan of all this with Sebastian.
Accio.
I think I'm gonna start slowly changing my messaging to him, be like, I don't think this is the way,
Wingardium
man.
Leviosa.
There's something here by the altar.
Look, there's a spider in that one. I'm gonna act really surprised when I pull it open. Oh no, not a spider! No.
The world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Have you done any other updates of it other than just the Constitution and the history? And have you built out any more of the history as well?
Revelio. Accio.
More skeletons.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Ooh. Oh, I'm interested to hear about this as well for you. Yeah, no worries. I'm foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands of powerful intuition, I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors, forgive me, but I've used their very bones as the key. I plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. The spells are said to serve against enemies.
What did you find?
Wait, what the?
Revelio.
I need to do this. And I need to go in here and investigate this.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Oh, Sebastian's just gonna chill. Oh my god.
Accio.
I need to find a safe way across.
Oh, I know the safe way across, don't you worry. What?
Confringo.
Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing, Miss Sophers? Why are you down here?
Wingardium Leviosa.
I will
Lumos.
take a look at it in a moment.
Incendio.
Let me finish going through here. You leaving me, Sophie? Already? Alright, bye. Sophie's my, eldest boxer. Oh my gosh, look at you. What are you being? You're being all sorts of funny. Oh, what's wrong with you, huh? Don't you snort at me. Alright, what's the...
Depulso.
Ooh.
Revelio.
Okay. Then... Wait. No, okay, that's not in here. So... Kitty sabotage. She's not quite a kitty. She's a 65, 70 pound boxer. She's my dog.
Revelio.
I have a... She's the eldest pup. And then we have a 1.5-year-old boxer.
Glacius.
Oh, okay. How does that open then?
Revelio.
So I understand those bones are to go there. But then what are these for? So Sophie will come down when she wants me to go to bed. So she'll come down and she'll like beat on me a little bit. Like, okay, it's time for bed. She's absolutely adorable about that type of stuff. So
Lumos. Revelio.
oh, I see here. Okay. So I'm gonna
Lumos.
have to do Lumos. And I'm gonna have to do...
Accio. Lumos.
Alright, that didn't quite work the way I was expecting it to. So...
Incendio.
There's one.
Lumos.
Let's do this Lumos again. So we'll stand right here.
Incendio.
Alright, perfect. So now what this will let me do here is...
Accio.
And then I can go and I can do...
Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, I forget. Where's the exact position? I just... Okay, there. Okay, got it.
Lumos.
No.
Wingardium Leviosa.
See, perfect. Now I've made a bone bridge.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Depulso.
Let's... What? I used to have a puppy cam as well, except I... Oh, okay. Oh.
Accio.
Very interesting. Alright. Here, gotta pull this. Got another.
Revelio.
Always take your time to investigate and find stuff. Now, what this is gonna have me do here
Wingardium Leviosa.
is take this and then put it here.
That's a lot of bone rattle.
Oh no! Where is it? Okay, here. And I'm gonna talk.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic.
Oh, we did go
conjuring
with the
barricades
kids
using
to a
bones.
place to make
Of course.
pottery.
The
And we all made
summary
different
reference to
Hogwarts
space beyond
cups.
the Great Room, which
Did my
means this
Hufflepuff.
can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this.
Wingardium
than I
Leviosa.
imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
I'm
You've
not
done
a
it.
huge fan of this.
I knew we'd get
quest.
through. I felt it in my bones.
Ah.
Revelio.
Alright, where are the
Before we trudge on
spiders?
further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Oh, did you find a way? Okay, that's cool. How do you do that? Is it? Can you just do it through the Steam app?
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Alright, hold on real quick. I'm gonna check the Discord. Alright, perfect. Let me see. Oh wow, so you have actually been, yeah, you've got 3 pages of this so far. Oh, this would be good if for